On the turbo for a bit of a threshold session, but a bit of a different one. Going to be like a spiked threshold session. 30-second sprint, then 10-minute threshold, 3-minute rest, and repeat that 4 times. So 40 minutes at threshold with some sprints at the start. Get out hard and then settle into a rhythm. Back on the Trinity, I went to calibrate my cork yesterday, and lo and behold, it's come back to within acceptable offset values, and I'm getting power coming through. So yeah, dual record the session today and see what that's looking like. Got a 10 miler down south, last BBAR 10 of the year, to try and win that competition. The short course BBAR, it's like between me, James Jenkins, Jake Sargent, my other teammate Rob Francis. Me, Rob and Jake both looking to improve our 10 miler times. So whereas James is done for the year, he's in the States. Little freshen up session, I guess. It's warm, but crack on with it, see how it is. And again, a little bit of a different stimulus session at the end of the season, just to spice it up a little bit and find usefulness in these sort of sessions. No session that bit easier than my typical threshold sessions, where it's just a single block. That little bit of rest, like 3 by 3 minutes rest, really helps me. But yeah, the extra little stimulus of the 30-second effort before, and then settling into a threshold effort, and slightly higher threshold than I'd do for a long effort, but on the turbo. But because I have that chance to cool down again, but it's still a much easier session, and just keeping me ticking over for the last part of the season. Got a 10 miler on Sunday, so want to be in good shape for that one to try and win the short course BBAR. So yeah, happy with that. Get to watch the athletics as well. Time for another session on the turbo. Gonna do 8 by 4 minutes VO2 max in TT position. So yeah, crack on with that, see how that goes. My whoosh being bloody useless, another bloody update, so I can't dual record it, but crack on with the session, get it done on the kicker. I mean, I haven't done this sort of session indoors for a while, so it's like, I don't know really what the numbers are going to be looking like, so dual recording it, less essential. And the cork and the kick bar were reading very similar when I did that session on Tuesday. Build into the session and see how I feel. Should be a nice little bit of intensity, then 10 miler on Sunday. Watching the athletics, of course. Tough session that. Wasn't feeling good for it, like really heavy legs, really laboured. Obviously not sure what power to be aiming for, so might have gone a bit harder than if I do the session outside, or maybe probably more likely I'm just not quite as fit, struggle on the turbo, but cut it down to 6 by 4 minutes, which is still a solid session. That was about my 10 miler power, so 10 miler power to a little bit over, so 430 to 450. First one was 450 and the rest were below 440, I think, apart from the last one where I picked it up. But yeah, still a good session in the legs, get the heart beating, and still getting some quality done, even though I'm not feeling amazing. So yeah, I feel like that's good for me. Good tune up for Sunday. Spin out the legs for another hour. Do some zone 2 tomorrow, and then yeah, last big 10 miler. Hot, but not showing up on the core temperature. Despite the grey skies, it's a surprisingly warm 20 degrees. Bit overdressed to say the least. Absolutely sweating buckets up here. Arm warmers and knee warmers on. Wasn't expecting these temperatures, I tell you that. Just out for like 3 hours zone 2. Cold morning, but very clear, so here for the Satonia CC 10 miler to try and get my fast 10 for my beach short course BBAR and win that competition. 7:30 now, so got an hour and 20 minutes till my start time. Yeah, we'll crack on with it, see how it goes. Feeling good. It's nippy, got 23 minutes to start. Yeah, just head out for try and warm up now and get myself moving. Happy with that ride. Rob already gave me a bit of a look of, come on, get your shit together, so I'll change up real quick and then head back to HQ. Right, now time to organise all my shit. Yeah, good ride that. Sub 18 for the first time and managed to get the win. Unfortunately, Jamie Witcher wasn't able to make it to the race today, so but it's still good competition with Paul, Liam, Rob, and Jake. And yeah, so managed to win the short distance BBAR, which was the reason why I've come all the way down here for this event. So I needed 18 minutes 20 to overtake James Jenkins in that. And so my sub 18 nicely secured that, so that's really good. Won the Champion of Champions, which is the Ron Kitchen trophy for doing well at doing the best at most consistent at some of the national championships, and then fastest over BBAR 10, 25, 50 and 100 combined. So yeah, pretty cool. Gonna have to go up to the podium quite a few times at the champions dinner. But yeah, all good fun. Get some nice, more silly caps to add to the collection. The collection of one from my national champs win. So yeah, really good. Just head on home now. Big old 3.5 hour drive minimum. So yeah, we'll crack on with that. A tough course to pace. Well, I don't know. Didn't really look at power. I haven't really been trusting the Quark. I mean, it was giving some power values, but 440-ish, but I don't really know what that means because if I don't trust it. But yeah, it was just because it was a very undulating carriageway. I'm just smashing 500 odd watt, almost 500 watts for the slow uphill sections, and then you're absolutely hammering it on the downhills. But obviously worked well. Came away with a good time, got the win by a fair way, and yeah. Was able to stay with Paul last night. That was very much appreciated. So made the trip down south, and then just an hour odd drive to the course this morning. A little bit of road works and road closures, so had to go a bit of an extended way, but still got here in plenty of time. And yeah, had absolute plentiful time for my warm up, get to the start on time, and then just have a hit out for 18 odd minutes, and yeah, set a nice PB. Sub 18 for the first time, win the BBAR. What more could you want on a Sunday morning? Looks glorious, and it was nice out there. It's just not very warm today. We'll warm up over the course of the day, I reckon. Though, I reckon this drive home is going to be toasty. Right, let's crack on with that. Almost exactly a 24-hour round trip. Left at 2:20 yesterday. Back now. Left in the absolute pouring rain and back in the lovely blue skies. Yeah, good sesh that. Almost got enough in prize money to pay for my petrol. Well, paid for my petrol, but spent a bit more, used a bit more than I was able to buy over the course of the trip. It's always good when the prize money is able to cover the petrol. If it's able to cover petrol and entry, quids in, mate. But just petrol today. No covering me entry. Maybe if I got the course record, I would have been able to do that and got some additional prize money for that. Successful outing. Can't complain with that, can I?